Alright, now let's get into the belly breath, or also known as diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing is the main technique you want to learn first in order to learn how to breathe deeply. And like I said earlier, this was first discovered from observing infants who were just born or babies who were just born. So first thing first, what you want to do is make sure that wherever you are, standing, sitting, make sure you start with an aligned spine. So standing nice and tall or sitting straight and tall. So make sure you have that alignment. Now, I'm going to share with you the technique of breathing from your belly. So, just to show you first, what I'm doing is I first exhale all the air out of my lungs. And when I begin my inhale, I'm going to use my diaphragm muscles to press and expand my lower belly out as I inhale like this. And that's the feeling you want to get. Now, I'm exaggerating here. I have the ability to really expand my diaphragm because being a movement artist, I can be able to do stuff like that. But for you, I just want you to see what it looks like. Maybe for you, it might start very subtly like this. But what I want you to do is continue to inhale and exhale from this area. Inhaling, expanding the lower belly. And when you exhale, compress the lower belly and bring it closer to your spine. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. And you can place your hand on your lower belly and really feel it expanding and contracting. And if it's hard for you to feel it, try your best to just pop your stomach out. And notice the muscles you're using to pop your belly out. Most people can pretend like they're really full or fat or whatever, but that technique of expanding the belly, that's the muscle you want to get used to using, and that's your diaphragm muscles. So again, inhaling, expanding the lower belly. Exhale, compress. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. And we're breathing in and out through our nostrils here. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Let's go even a little slower. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Now notice how I'm keeping the breath here on my lower belly. I'm not bringing it up to my upper lungs. We have more volume to fill in our lungs, but right now, I just want to invite you to practice breathing from the lower belly. You're practicing using your diaphragm muscles. You're practicing using that expansion feeling and contraction feeling. And getting used to this motion. If you've never done this before, it may take time for you to really tap into that motion. Now, a tip I love to recommend for those who've never done this before is to do this laying down. And when you're laying down, take a sandbag, which is the most ideal thing, or something that's kind of soft but has weight to it, and you place it on your lower belly. And you do this exercise. You lay down and you try to inhale, fill your lower belly, and exhale, compress your lower belly. And having that thing there on your belly, whether it's a sandbag or maybe a book, not too heavy, or a pillow that has some weight to it, but it has to have weight to it. And the weight helps you feel this area more. Having something pressing down on your lower belly helps you have like a mental and physical sensational feedback so that you can understand what's really going on. And having that there really helps you and proves and really shows if you're belly breathing or not. So that, my friends, is the technique for belly breathing. It's that simple. That's all you got to do. And this technique by itself already has so many benefits, one of them being improving your digestion. Being able to move that lower belly and breathing from this area invokes what's called peristalsis. which is the movement of the food through your intestines. And by stimulating our lower belly and stimulating our diaphragm, it's also stimulating peristalsis in the gut. So you have better digestion, you're not so constipated, and it helps things move. Not only that, but just by breathing alone, you're already having more blood flow through your body, thus allowing more blood to flow through your digestive system, which therein allows the gut to activate more with the blood and be able to digest the food in that area. Also, belly breathing has an effect of grounding someone and centering someone deep into their core, into your gut. Granted, if you notice people who are very mental or stressed out or just very wired, they might be up here and they might be chattering really fast, their thoughts might be going really fast, or maybe not that extreme, but towards that level. But the moment you start to breathe from your belly, I notice that it immediately brings me to my body. I feel more embodied, I feel more physical, I feel more grounded, and I feel more centered. So that also is a very powerful effect. And because of those two effects that I mentioned, it also has the side effect of calming the emotions, as with all breathwork practices. But this helps you become more harmonious in your emotional state, calms you down, and just really grounds you into this area. This area is known as your willpower area. It's a very special area. In Chinese medicine, it's known as the Dantian, which is a field of energy that's really important for cultivation. In Ayurvedic India medicine is the Hara point, and it's known by many other names. So yes, having the belly breath is super important, and so I invite you now to do this on your own. Make sure that your spine is nice and tall, or that you're laying down with something on your belly, and practice belly breathing, and just stay there, just stay at the lower belly. The idea is to just get more and more acquainted with those muscles and more acquainted with breathing from this area. And if you've never breathed from this area before, then of course it's going to be strange, and it's going to take some time for you to access that natural breathing state. But like I said before, really try to press your belly out like you were hanging your belly out, and then breathing like that. And that is allowing the oxygen to fill your lungs on the lower chambers, and you can breathe much more deeper from there. Let me know if you have any questions, and after you've completed this, let us continue on with our training.